Hello and welcome to a Fortuna Redux special. Now you guys might be wondering, what are we doing out here in picturesque nowhere? Well, we found out that you can buy a moped kit for $100. So we decided to split into two teams, and we each bought ourselves a moped, and we're gonna go build them. So without further ado, here's the fun.
Alright guys, so here's our bike. I think we have the superior bike, even though I don't know what Joe and Peter have. Actually, as a matter of fact, while I'm doing this, why don't you go and strip the bike, take everything off, tires and chains and all that. Okay. So what we're doing today is we're actually taking the bike apart down to the frame, so everything's coming off so that we can paint it really nice. Anyways, what are you doing? Alright, so this is the bike that we got.
Looks great.
It's not... It needs some help. Joe, did you bring painting clothes?
Like from the waist down, yes. This is a brand new shirt though. I probably should have worn something else. You probably should have told me. So you don't get these high quality paint shirts from the Home Depot now, do you?
No.
All right.
Good. All right.
Love it.
So I thought now would be a great opportunity to talk about safety. So when you're taking apart a bicycle, this is generally the proper tool to be using, okay? Just thought I'd put that out there. Also, another thing, when we're painting today, because that's what our main priority is right now, you should always be in a well-ventilated area, that's number one, but you should also always wear a mask. Now, when you wear a mask, you should always have a mask with a P100 rating. What that means is that that's safe to use with fumes. Most masks that you'd find around your house are generally like this, and they're like a 95, which means that they're useless.
I know what I'm doing. I know how to remove paint. I just watched an entire, like 5 YouTube videos on this guy repainting a Peterbilt.
Oh.
Yeah. It was great. Probably should go watch
Sounds
that.
like you should be doing this then.
No, you're
No,
I'm not going to interrupt you.
No, but you're the expert.
But I am here in the nitty-gritty.
But you're just standing, you know what I mean? Like you're just kind of like...
Well, you're squatting, I'm standing, and
Right.
we all have our personal
Right,
preferences.
but you're...
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Who's this tall? And this is already a giant. What on earth?
Actually, hold on. It's actually a really good idea to read the instructions on this.
What color did we decide on, anyways?
Oh yeah, we decided to go with
You got the paint, right?
I thought you were supposed to do it.
No.
Contra el accio un tempio de sicaro.
You said you didn't care what color it is, so I said fine, then you have to get the color so I don't get the wrong.
No, I literally... No.
O menos y se puedo.
No, I said I didn't care what color it was. Go get the paint. Those
No,
were the
I'm fairly certain I told you to get the
Are
paint.
you saying we don't have paint?
Hold on.
Utilizar un interios. Got that?
Yes.
Found some. We have blue and we have black. I got paint, see? Told you.
You chose blue and black.
These are good looking colors.
Since I don't have a mask, I'm going to mask, and since Joe has a mask, he's going to sand. Does that make sense?
Remember, when spray painting, it's very important to do long, even painting, okay? Because when you go back and forth, you're going to get a lot of drips, and it's going to be uneven all the way around.
It says, no runs, no drips, no errors. False advertising, people. You gotta beware.
It's meant to do that.
Joe, this isn't how you open the cap.
Of course it's how you open it.
Alright, that's probably good. Let's do the other side.
We're back for day 2. We have painted our bike, and I think it looks pretty good for paint that we definitely intended on having.
Today's the day. We're gonna take this bike, we're done painting it, and we're going to put this box, we're gonna open it first, and then we're going to install the contents onto this bicycle frame.
Okay, so we have an instruction book. That's good. We have a sprocket. That's one hell of a sprocket.
You sure you didn't buy a saw? Oh shoot, that might be the wrong package.
Oh, okay.
Here's our motor. We've got our gas tank.
It's so teeny.
Hand grips. I know, it's so small. It's kind of cool, actually.
Oh nice, it came with the canteen.
Got our chain.
Oh, lightsaber handle, sick.
This one's the green one.
Okay.
You can have the red one.
We have our carburetor.
You clip the canteen into it. Oh, really? And then it's like a nice handle.
Oh, I see.
Mechanical skills are needed to properly install this engine kit. We're screwed, Andres.
I like how Peter's freaking out. This is no big deal, man.
It's a bomb that's about to go off.
No, it's not.
Okay, here we go.
Peter, it's literally just a freaking...
It's a back brake system, my guy. If we take this apart, we'll never get it back in.
No, you'll be able to get it back in. You just have to, like, either A...
No, Joe, you don't understand. We're too dumb for this.
One goes around on the inside like this, and the other goes on top, and then the sprocket fits on top, and that's what it squeezes against.
Well, we could have it down here, but then we're gonna have to literally cut this.
Why don't we literally do that?
I have a hacksaw. Cut away! Make sure I'm reading that right. Right here.
Notice that the concavity or indentation
So the teeth of the rear sprocket is inward toward the spokes.
I'm doing things that Peter has no capable knowledge of doing. Although I would like to point out that Peter owns not one, but two 10mm wrenches, which is actually illegal.
Okay, so we're smart enough to manage to get all the bolts through, and we're cinching it down at the moment, hopefully as even as possible.
It does nothing.
Okay, so the clutch does nothing. So we're not gonna attach it.
We got it on pretty good. When we spin it, it looks fairly even. There's a little bit of wobble, but not enough to care about. So we're calling it good. It's all tightened up. Next step is whatever the book says.
It says, okay, step 9, mount your coil. Very helpful.
Yeah, dude, you just gotta mount it.
It says job in here somewhere, and it's consistently spelled J-O-P. That's how we're spelling job now. It's job.
Chop.
Good. So apparently the rim is bent just a little bit.
Our rim is slightly bent.
That was lovely.
Wait, what about the plunger? I don't have a plunger. Where's the plunger?
The problem is that they're metal, they're not plastic. If they were plastic, we could just...
We managed to drill a hole. It only took 20 minutes. But I hope it worked. I hope that this will be worth it.
Still say we did the angle grinder.
Would have been faster. You know what would have been faster? If you would actually pitch in and help a little
What do
bit.
you want me to do here?
I don't know, actually. That's fine.
So, you know, we got everything here. We got our throttle, we got our boost.
Oh, it worked! Son of a gun. Oh, yes. And we can still put our water bottle holder.
As you'll see when I pull on back on this, that lifts up, letting gasoline in, and lets gasoline out, or stops the gasoline flow.
I know it's frustrating to watch.
Peter, to put this in perspective.
But when you put your hands on my hands and direct them where to go, it doesn't make it go faster.
We have managed to mount the gas tank, mount the motor, mount the sprocket, mount the throttle, and mount the clutch, and connect it all together, except for the gas tank. We're running out of light right now, but the next shot that you'll actually see this in, it'll be completed.
I am prepared to see your bicycle.
All right, guys, I gotta warn you, this thing's out of this world. I'm just pointing that out. You ready?
All right.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Leo, I hate to break it to you. It's still in this world because I can see it.
I do love the windshield. It's a fantastic touch. I'm not sure about the color of your bike here.
Yeah, it looks like a,
We totally intended on painting it with the colors we bought from the store.
What happened here?
That's from riding it. It's the heat.
How many miles have you ridden this?
30 or so.
I think you took a torch to that.
yeah, that looks good.
Okay, yes, maybe there was a torch involved.
What's this from?
That was also... okay, the pedals happened to touch it a little bit on the testing ride, so I had to deal with that.
Interesting.
And I had to bend out this a little bit with the torch, just so that it doesn't hit. But other than that, it's perfect.
All right, I've heard enough. Joe, let's show them how it's done.
Yeah, let's show what a real moped looks like.
Yes, let's see it.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Oh
Who the
my
hell made
god.
this? Because it looks like absolute crap. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. Are you blind, good sir? Joe, why don't you show them around the bike?
Okay, guys, I would like to point out the leather interior. First of all, we're very proud of this. This is A1 comfort. This is Cadillac leather right here. You can't get better than that. We have a gas tank for the gasoline that we are inevitably going to need. We have the go faster switch. We have a exhaust that we didn't have to bend. We just bolted that right up, and it fit perfectly like it was meant to be.
Hold on, I want to count the amount of tape I see on this. Tape, 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 tape. What's up with that? What happened here?
Oh, well, you know, you can see we have plush red rims, and that was done custom by Joe and I, but we didn't bother taking.
Wait!
the
I just
masking
realized
tape off.
something. Yeah. Where's your brake? Brakes.
You know what? It only came with a back brake, and we had to cut that off.
Yeah.
So how exactly are you stopping?
Let me just, to get this straight, you have propulsion forward,
Yeah.
but nothing to stop you.
No. This is the brilliant part of it. You see this little thing right here? This makes you go faster when you do this, and then when you do that, it brakes.
No.
Yes, it does.
No. look at their paint job. It looks like they did barely sanded this thing, or they were spraying it like really close.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why is there so much oil on your engine, Peter?
Because I use it.
Because it's well lubricated.
The only lubrication goes in the gasoline.
Yes,
There should be nothing on the outside.
it's well lubricated.
But you see, we have red, white, and blue stars too.
Those are stars? I thought they were smudges. Guys, I have to say, you took a simple task and botched it.
Well, it works. So
It drives beautifully.
Freaking cardboard in between this mount right
Yes,
here.
Well, that's a spacer. I had to engineer that. The reason it's covered in oil is because the exhaust comes off every 10 miles or so. There's, oil escaped.
Wait a minute, I have a question for you, Peter.
What?
How many times have things fallen off in your rides?
Well, on my rides to school, the mount for the headlight broke.
Well, that's because it was a cheap Amazon
A screw
mount.
from the throttle came out. The spark plug came loose, and the exhaust came off like 3 times.
Do you know how many things have come off in my 36 some odd miles?
Probably
of riding?
everything.
What?
0. Nothing has come off, nothing's come loose. That's how it was when I finished it.
Yeah, well, Leo, I was riding faster than you, so that I had more vibration.
Right.
Because our bike is
It's just
much faster.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to put it to the test, so I think we should load up and head out tomorrow.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Alright, so Peter and Joe are not around right now, and they made the mistake of leaving their bike where we could get to it. Joe liked this a little bit too much.
What the hell?
Oh, it looks like you guys made some modifications last night.
Wait.
Joe, they freaking top geared us.
They did.
What the hell is this? What happened to our leather interior?
You know what? I think they were jealous. We had better seat than they did.
My freaking goodness. Let's get it out.
I'll just take it for me.
Take it. Beauty. Oh, you freaking... Joe, they took the kickstand off! Gosh, dang it. That was the one thing we had that they didn't. They took it off. You... Thank you, Joe. At least we...
Now we won't have to sit with a bicycle seat up our ass.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just broke it, Joe.
Are you serious about that, dude? That kickstand was handy, man.
Why did you guys take it off?
Joe, I'm not
What?
gonna lie. I kind of expected that they would pull something like this.
Okay.
So we do have something we can do about it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, in all seriousness, guys, we do have a series of tests we're out here to do. So we have 3 tests. We have a rolling start drag race, we have a track race, and what's the frickin' third one? Number 1, we're gonna do a rolling start drag race. Number 2, we're gonna compare the bikes by switching and riding each other's. And number 3, we have a track that we're gonna ride around and see who has the best time. So you guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's look at it.
All right,
Who won? I can't tell.
Who
won?
That was so close.
It was a tie?
That was like a tie.
Dude,
Previous frame. Let's go frame by frame.
Andres was in the lead most of that, and then you caught up at the last moment.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Peter! Yeah! On your mark. Get set. Go!
You had a substantial lead going through the start line.
Right side by side.
I was looking straight ahead, and you were clearly.
All right, guys. The next thing we're gonna do is switch mopeds and ride them around for 10 to 15 minutes. Just kind of give a feel for each other's bike.
There are way too many knobs and buttons and handles and levers and this and that.
And look at all these cables.
And all this.
No cable management whatsoever.
It's a higher trim package. You get more stuff. Isn't this supposed to run?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh, the seat.
Our moped is more resilient to stickiness, so like the ground being soft. This likes harder terrain. So like, at least for me, man of my
Stature?
I was gonna say my height, because I'm so horizontally tall.
It looks like that sabotage was quite
I think I'm gonna sit back here, as a matter of fact, and like do chopper style. Although that's gonna hurt. And I can't. Oh!
What happened?
I sat wrong.
Good enough.
Oh, hold on. You know what you should do? Give me the wrench, or sorry, the hammer.
I just realized that we left them alone with our bike after we just... Oh God.
I hear banging.
Oh,
I like how there's a whole bunch of clanging coming.
Yeah, they probably heard that.
Guys, your moped, to be honest with you, it's meant for giants. It's way too high.
I can't ride. It's short.
It's way too high. There's too many freaking gizmos on it. To be honest with you, it kind of rides crappy, actually, to be honest with you. That and your seat's too hard.
You know what my biggest complaint about your bike is, guys? The seat is horribly uncomfortable. Here, Joe, can you hold the bike for me?
Oh, yeah.
Cushioned and sprung. What the?
Yeah, no, your seat's a little uncomfortable.
It's seriously, although I gotta say, the finish on it is like...
The craftsmanship is absolutely beautiful.
What did you do?
What do you mean, what would we do?
guys, you realize that we have to sit on this?
Yes, you do have to sit on that.
Yes.
We at least gave you a real seat.
That is a real seat. We made
It is a real seat. We made it just especially for you. So you guys ready for the next race?
Oh, I'm totally ready.
After lunch. So you guys just missed a whole bunch of shenanigans because cameraman Dan could not join us today. I went to go test Birth Control 2.0, and when I came back, I noticed gasoline was dumping out of here. The seal or something, this bolt, whatever on the petcock broke, and it was just dumping gasoline. So I had to unscrew it while it's dumping gasoline all over the motor, and I tried to shove it back together. It's still very loose. I'm gonna have to throw a ton of duct tape on it. Meanwhile, because Andres was pissed at Peter and Joe, he decided to let the air out of their tire. So they are dealing with that.
Hey Peter.
What an ingenious way to wreck a tube.
You know, I know that you don't want to change a tire tube, and I know I want a seat back. So I will give this back to you for a seat.
It's not really worth it.
All right, so as you can see, I'm very red, very tired, but we MacGyvered the hell out of this thing. And it works okay,
Hey, you found our original seat. Look at that plush leather interior.
Yes, we have a leather interior now.
And we actually took your old seat, so we swapped seats.
Yes, but yours is actually on properly.
Why didn't you just use a pole?
Because the pole wouldn't fit into our...
Oh, what a shame.
That is a shame.
Peter?
Well, it seems like you found out a solution.
We are about to complete our last challenge, which is the timed race around this circuit we have set up. You will see most of it from the GoPro I have on my helmet. Unfortunately, because Joe's head is too big, he will not be shown on the GoPro because he can't fit his big fat head into my teeny tiny helmet.
That is such a shame.
All right, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start! Slow down! Got it! That's wide open! I finished, what's my time? Time! What's it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start! Peter, are you okay?
Are you okay? Hey dude, that was a really good run up.
Dude, did you see?
That
I
was
hauling
insane.
ass.
You were. This is officially broken. The tire is destroyed. Oh wait, get the camera. Where's the camera?
What the f? Oh my god!
Oh my. That is insane. You really did some damage. Holy. We're leaking a lot of gas.
Well, yeah, let's fix the gas leak and then I'll give it a go. Guys, unfortunately, we weren't able to fix the moped, so we will have to say goodbye to the Ditchmobile. But with that, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.